In my experience, ritual and text study and art making and community making and just individual practice, meditation or breathing, they all address different parts of all of these levels of being. And so I see it all as a map of a kind of whole existence. So everything kind of has its part to play. And there may be times that we go really deep into one modality or the other, and there may be days when it happens to be pretty balanced among all of them. But that text study has something to offer, ritual has something to offer. I often see these biblical stories as very large projections of things that we all go through in our daily life. So what do we do when we can't get something in the way that we wish we could, even if it would be more just if we could? But what do we do when something is denied to us that we feel that we have a right to, or that we just truly desire and feel that we need? I love the story of Tamar. I think that Tamar's actions in this story are an inspiration to be scrappy, fearless, look for unexpected abilities that we might have that might not be recognized by the world, and use that to write the story that we want to happen. And that's actually not just better for us, but that's actually what brings about healing and change in the world. I've been an artist my whole life, and looking back, I've also been what I sometimes now call a ritualist my whole life. I mean, when I was really little, I remember going out in the backyard, and I grew up in the suburbs. It was very developed, but there were these little tiny pockets of wildness, and I would kind of find them and go and just spend a couple hours reading and journaling, and that was so very much a ritual now that I look back on it. So I think there's this human need for ritual, and I was so glad to find in Judaism this whole vocabulary. I mean, this beautiful just kind of rainbow of opportunities for marking time, marking transitions, from the most mundane, everyday things to the most large, life-changing ones. And I kind of see it as a continuum of traditional Jewish rituals, and then the kind of daily rituals of like having a morning cup of coffee in a specific chair or something like that. I mean, I sort of see it as all of a piece, actually. The rituals I create are almost always in response to someone coming to me and saying, can we do a ritual? Or coming to me and saying, I'm really struggling with this, and me saying, would you like a ritual? Which is, I think, another way of saying that we humans have a need for ritual, and we have an amazing system within Judaism of rituals that cover a lot of situations. But there are other situations which are either so personal to one person, unique to one person, or for whatever reason, we just don't have a Jewish ritual. I do it because I think that it can help us understand the moment that we're passing through, and also shift our, often there's some kind of anxiety or uncertainty around it, and it can really bring a lot of intentionality to that moment and allow us to change our perspective and kind of move on from there in a way that feels more grounded and positive.